Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to NIMBY Rails. That's right, I've decided to continue this Let's Play for a little while to see where it goes. It seems like there's a bit of split of enthusiasm about this game. There's a lot of people that really like it and want to see more, and there's also a lot of people that are like, oh, I'm not sure, show us a bit and we'll see how it goes. And I'm kind of feeling there at the moment. Now, we are now playing in 1.1. So there's been some updates to the game. Now, if you want to know what those updates are, you can go on the Steam page in the discussions. It's pinned. In addition to the changes that have happened right now, there's also a list of things that are going to be happening in future, and some of them are quite interesting, like more different types of track, like single lane tracks and things like that. And I think there's some other things as well to do with the way that the population works, and maybe even demand for what you can build and where, and also if people will let you build or will want you to build your railway near certain places and maybe have to pay more for somewhere where they don't want you and things like that. So there's some interesting things coming to the game, and I think as long as those plans keep moving forward, the game should be padded out to the point where it's going to have enough features to keep people engaged, which is one of the main concerns I had about this game. But let's carry on. Not new game, let's carry on with our existing save. You can see I make loads of saves. Whenever I play a game, and it's for YouTube, I do a separate save for every game, and sometimes there's different saves as I go through the game. Technical reasons, like if my computer crashes or the recording fails, then, you know, I can go back to the point where I can fix it. Now, I don't know what's happened with train pathing, but the end of last episode, this deadlocked itself, this junction here, and it looks like in this version it's not a problem. The trains seem to be able to path around each other. Now, I'm not sure if the trains are actually trying to path through each other, but see, look, that train did stop for a second then, and now it's moving again. So I'm not 100% sure what, and that train just switched and went back again. Let's check the lines. Yeah, it's supposed to go straight on, but it didn't. I have no idea why that's the case. That's a bit weird. This one should come down. So yeah, this junction seems to be, or at least was, causing problems. You can see the trains crossing each other. See, that one's fine. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, it looks like that is a possible fix to what's going on there. Oh, and thanks to those of you who commented and said, you didn't put trams on this tram network down here, you put normal trains. Yes, I actually realised that after the episode, but don't worry. What we'll do is we'll move these trains onto the main line at some point and then just add trams. So we'll just leave them there for now. I'll sort it later. Now, you may have noticed that I've changed my mouse cursor. Now, this game doesn't have its own cursor, and I think it should. I think that should be an update, because the default Windows cursor is got colours that are very similar to the background, and it's easy to lose your mouse, especially when you're playing in 4K. I've changed my Windows settings so that my mouse is black, so it should be a lot easier for you and me to see. Right, 2 short stop time and or train full. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's all sorts of things happening down there with the trains. So if you want to know all the updates and changes, then check out the page, the discussions on Steam. But the only other one I'm going to show you is that now there is an extra speed setting. Now, in this speed setting, you can't see what's going on. You can see your money, you can see the time, and that's it. Now, it is night time, so our money is only going up very slowly, but you can see it's coming through 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and our money is going up. So, let's fast forward to now, when this video was released, and then we'll get cracking with the rest of the things for today. So here we are, we fast forwarded to roughly the time that this video is out. It's Friday, February the 12th. And so far, this week, we have made 120 million. What? The network's doing fantastic, despite me having the wrong trams in Birmingham. You can see that all of our passengers are either en route or have reached destination or something like that, because we're not getting any of our lines where passengers are complaining about fares. Now, that might be to do with the fact that on the lines, for example, Derby, I've estimated the travel time. So we put in a speed that we think is like sort of an average speed for our trains to go. We estimate those travel times and pop them in. And then apparently that means the passengers have realistic expectations of what's going on, and then they don't complain as much. Also, one additional feature which I forgot to mention towards the beginning of the video, we now have a set minimum stop times. I think that was one of the 3 features that I wanted. So I wanted a better mouse cursor, I wanted to be able to estimate the stop times, and I wanted something else and I can't remember what it was. But you can do now. Now, I'm going to leave them at 30 seconds. I don't have any reason to change them yet, but we'll see. And of course, we can still set the minimum interval. Now, our network, like I said, is making good money. This week it's 120 odd million. Soon we'll be able to get to the point where we'll be able to purchase track and not have to worry too much about the costs. We've got this extra line at Derby that we don't need. So what are we actually doing today, now that we've kind of looked at how things are going, looked at some of the new little updates in the game and talked about that, and sped forward to now? Well, we're going to do 2 things today. Firstly, we're going to add trams to Lincoln. I think it will be worth it to add a little service. And then we're going to fix the trams in Nottingham. So the Nottingham is going to be more of a spider network like Derby and Birmingham are. Derby and Birmingham seem to be proving themselves quite well. I mean, if we look at the lines, we're going to ignore Birmingham for the time being because of the types of trains we've got. But for Derby, we're not doing too bad, especially on the accounting side of things. So for Monday, let's skip from Monday. Let's have a look at Thursday, the last full day, Thursday the 11th. 1.4 million. Not too bad for a little tram service. And if we look at the other one, 1.5 million. If we go to Nottingham, it's 1.8. But really, with that many trams and that much length of track, we should be doing better. And also, it's just not great. I mean, if you look at the state of the thing, you can see here, look, it's about 6 o'clock on the Friday evening, and everybody's trying to get home. Look, we've got trams full. We've got lots of trams on this line, probably more trams per kilometre than our other networks, but they're maxed out. There's some people here that are maxed out. They just can't get to where they need to be. The stations are filling up. And I think that's having a bit of a knock-on effect at Nottingham. Even now, not quite at peak time in the day, there's 1,300 passengers there out of 800. That needs fixing. That all needs fixing. So, that is what we're going to do. Look, too short, train full. Train's probably full there. We'll come back to you, Nottingham. We're going to do Lincoln first, because I kind of had an idea in my head. The idea now, if we look at the population overlay for Lincoln, there is not a massive amount of population, and our main station kind of actually covers most of this big one up here. We could try and put another trammy bit in up there, but it's 3k. We could do. We might do, actually. I think we probably will. It's it's about 2.5k there. So we'll think about that. But in other areas around Lincoln, the density isn't actually that much. You know, there's 700 there in that little village. Up here on the heath, there's about 800. Even if we go to North Hykeham, a relatively busy place. I mean, here, look, you got a secondary school and another secondary school opposite each other. This place is absolute traffic bedlam at most times of the day. There's a supermarket there and everything, and it's only given us 1,300, so I don't think it's worth it. But what might be worth it is popping one in Birchwood here. Look at that, 3,500. So we can just move that around a little bit, and I think, yeah, you're pretty much going to get it just there. So let's put some trams in. Let's get this tram stop in after we've done the track. Now for the track, I'm thinking we upgrade the station. So let's go and put that in. So let's put tram stop on the top here. We'll put the tram stop in, and I want it so the platforms come to about the same sort of place, and then we're going to have it the same 200 long that we always do. 100 each way, 100 meters each way. There we go. And that looks like it's not completely level, so I'm just going to bring that in a little. Fantastic. Okay, and then we're going to have a tram track that follows the other tracks there. So let's just see here. Tram track, new tram track. Now if I come out here, I can bend across there. That's not a problem. And then I can bend back again here. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, the crossings here don't look great, but never mind. It's good enough. Now, is that too close? In my view, yes, that is too close. Let's bring that back a little bit. Now, we're going to have one of the viaducts here. So I press N, and then I press 1. And I'm going to pull this out as far as I can before it actually needs to be 1. And then I'm going to do another segment and go to 3, which is, of course, tram. Pull that out until we don't have an issue. And then we'll go back to just continuing on. We're going to just try and keep this relatively close to the existing one. I think we might have a problem here. No, because tram tracks can go over whatever they want. Haha, of course they can. I did that wrong. That's one of the things I like about this game, the fact that it's got an undo. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to follow this track. Now, if we ever put a track out of Lincoln that kind of spurs off here and heads to Saxelby, like we did in the Having a Crack episode live, then we're going to have a problem. Because we're going to have a tram track in the way. But we'll deal with that when we get to it. We'll deal with that when we get to it. We're going to, for now, we're going to have a tram track that follows the line. Now, you might say, Hellish, what are you doing? Why don't you just have the trams use this main line? Well, there's one very easy and very simple answer for that. I'm going to let you guess it in the comments. Pop your comment in, pop your guess, and then I'll tell you. But pop your comment in. Why do you think I'm creating a second track next to this other track just dedicated for these ridiculous trams? So let me know what you think down in the comments section. And I'll tell you soon after we build this station. So we're going to build the station, then we're probably going to modify this tram track a little bit and connect it up round past this water. Okie dokie. So, station. We kind of want the catchment there. That's the best catchment, but that's 388 in length, so we just need to adjust that. We need to lose 140 off each end. So let's just bring that back a little bit there. And we're actually right next to the library here, which is quite cool. And let's have it go across the road. We can pretend it's underground or something, even though it isn't. Okay, and then from here, nice big sweeping track, roughly in the right direction. There we go. And like I said just now, I think I'm going to remove a couple of segments here because I only wanted to bend round here to A, not go over this piece of track, but also get round this lake. So I think I've actually gone a little bit too far. So let's just get rid of that section. And I think from here, yeah, there is one bit of water we're going to have problems with here, but don't worry, we'll sort that out. Right, I've got the station in and I'm connecting these up. So the reason, if you put it down in the comments, you may have got it right. The reason why I'm putting a second tram track in is purely because the trams would slow the other trains down. So the maximum speed of the tram is about 45, I think these are kilometers per hour. And even though these bends around here are quite steep, these trains around here can go up to like 300 something kilometers an hour. And especially down this straighter segment here, You know, we could be whamming around at 350 and we're just going to get the trams slowing down the faster trains. So we've got one line for the slow trains and one line for the faster trains. And that's the reason. Okay, so we're going to try and smooth this out a little. Don't think it's really going to work that well. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We've got a bit of a bend on that bridge. This bit here I don't like. This is a kind of a weird kink, so we're just going to straighten that out. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. So there we go. We've got one extra tram service into Lincoln, and like I said, I think we'll have a station up here as well. Now, is it worth having it up near Bunkers Hill? So that's 1.7 there. We got 2,000 somewhere around here. Yeah, look at that. 2002, 2003. So I think just measuring. Yeah, we want it there. Where is it? 2002. Where's it gone? 2,200. Oh, there's 2003, 2004 there. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that tram in there, tram stop. Then we're going to put another one in that isn't the wrong size. Right near it. Like this. And get it the right length. Get it in the right place. Then we want to get the right orientation because we want to be able to go down to Lincoln Station from there and then kind of connect it up. I was only going to do one tram stop in Lincoln, but two actually seems like a really good idea. Okay. Just getting it nice and close in the middle there. Fantastic. And then once I've done that, we'll select this one and delete it. There we go. That works well. And this one should be relatively straightforward to do. We're going to come out of the back here, curve round to there, and then just go straight in. Ooh, we've got some water to deal with. Okay, undo that. Come up to the water. One, if it'll fit. No, it won't. Okay, move tool with M. Move that back a bit. Then N for new line, and 3 for tram tracks, and there we go. Brilliant. Okay, so we've actually got like half a spider in Lincoln. Actually, it's half a mini spider. So there we go. Blueprints are in, and build. Bam. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get rid of that now, and we need to add the line. So new line, and we're going to start from Birchwood. Hang on, new line. Yep, stops, new stop. Birchwood, into Lincoln, then up to Bishop Grot, is what we call it around here. Through Lincoln again, and then back. There we go, jobs are good. And now, because that's a tram line, it needs to be green or yellow. And I think I've got a tendency for the northern lines to be green, and that is kind of the north half. If there was a southern, we're not going to have a southern, so we're going to make that one green. There we go. So we're going to set the minimum interval to, I don't know, 3 minutes. There we go. Set the minimum interval to 3 minutes. We're not going to do the stop sign. And we're going to estimate. Oh, look! Looks like the default stop sign for trams have gone to time to is 10 seconds now. Ooh, maybe we should change it to 10 seconds on all the others. Let's do it. Right. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds on all the tram stops. It seems like a good idea. Trams. And if it doesn't work, it's fine, whatever. This line needs renaming. We're going to call it Lincoln Tram North. Well, no, Lincoln Tram, because there is no north or south. There we go. Fantastic. So now we need some trams, and this time I'm actually going to buy the trams. I think 4 or 6 would do. I'm going to go with 6 to begin with, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll have a full-length car. We'll have 6 units in total. We'll purchase them. Then we'll just say any line where we've got alerts or warnings, and then we'll go, right, timetable, and put you on the Lincoln tram line. Just do that for each one. Lincoln tram line. What I should have done is bought one and then cloned it, which is exactly what I'd have done in OpenTTD, but I have no idea why I did that. And as you can see, because the game's paused again, the game isn't calculating that this is no longer a problem. We'll just unpause for a moment, and there we go, everything's fine. Now at the moment, all these trams will be starting from the same place, and somebody did put a comment in. I said, well, why don't you get some of the trams to start from one side and some of the trams start from the middle and the other side? Yeah, you could, but for me that's a lot of fiddling about when you don't need to, because look, you've got the minimum interval wait time of 3 minutes here, so the trams are naturally spreading themselves out. Now, whether they've spread themselves out enough here or whether we've got enough people, I don't know. Looking at the way that the trams are moving, we either need to spread them out a little bit more or we need more trams. And I'm going to say we'll spread them out a little bit more. So we'll say for this Lincoln tram line, we've got an interval of 3 minutes at the moment. Let's set the minimum interval to 5 minutes and see how that changes these trams. It should spread them out a lot better. Okay, so they were all pretty much bunched up before, but this is now looking much better. Look at that. I think 5 minutes might be the golden sort of gap there. They do look lovely spread now. And to be honest, if I was waiting for a tram and I only had to wait 5 minutes, I really wouldn't be complaining. I mean, 5 minutes to wait for a tram is not too bad. Okay, that is Lincoln done. Nottingham. What are we going to do with you, Nottingham? Right. For a start, all the Nottingham trams, I should say, that are a bit rubbish, we're going to get rid of. So, where is the Nottingham tram line? What? Why is the Nottingham lines? Not tram north, not tram west. Trains, all models. Oh, there's a scroll. You scroll. I thought that the list would just be bigger, but no, it scrolls. So not tram north. All not with warnings. So this one, I think, is a full one. Full cars, full length. Yeah, so these yellow ones, they're fine. But the ones on the west line, we've got all different length ones here. And I don't think any of them are full length. Oh, some of them are. Are they? No, they're not. Oh, my goodness. Right, so I want to get rid of all of these trains. What does that do? Delete all slots. No, I want the... here we go. Sell selected train. Oh, actually, so you get a bit of money for it. Let's have a look in the money situation for today, which is still Friday at the moment. So let's sell one of these trains and see what happens. Oh, yeah, look. Train sale, 5 million. Okay, that's good. So I can sell all these trams, move the line around, and then sort it out. I like that. Okay, sell train. Sell tram. I should say tram. 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 I suppose they are a train. Is a tram a subcategory of train? Probably. How much we got? 53 million in tram sales at the moment. We're probably going to spend a lot on trams. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay, so that one's not full length. They've got one here that's a slightly different colour. I think that's like the only one that's the right length, but we're going to sell that as well. Right, let's pause the game, because we can. Why not? Hit escape a few times. Right, so we need to sort this out, and we're going to turn it into a bit more of a spider network, because it works for some of the main places. So we've got this here. What I'm going to do, before I add another tram, is I'm going to add another train line, another train station, and the reason for that is that in the future this could get really busy at Nottingham, and I just want more, the option to have more. So what we're going to do, we're just going to put another station right next to the existing one. And it also increases the capacity doing this. So we're spending 13 million on increasing the capacity at Nottingham. Okay, got itchy nose. Let's now get a tram station platform on this end. I'm going to try and do it so it roughly lines up, but I'm not that worried about it. See, that's 110, so let's get the move tool, bring that in. Look at that. Perfect. No, it's not. It's a bit wonky. I want it relatively straight. There we go. It's not the most important thing in the universe, but it would be nice. So there we go. We've got the tram in on the other side. Now the question is that how are we now going to put in some good places for our trams to go to? Now up north, that is really quite easy. These ones right at the top of Nottingham, I feel, are just too far away. But we've got a natural bit here where we go up at play area. So we're going to go round here near, is it Mapperley? Mapperley? I'm not sure if that's the name of the place or not. But yeah, here. And you can see that we get 2,000 there, so that's nice. We'll just, if I move this existing one, come down a bit. Yeah, see, just around here we get 2,500. So let's just spin that around a little. Where was it? There we are, 2,513. And then we just got to connect these two lines together, which is completely easy. Easy peasy. Look at that. So that's one wing out to... Okay, yeah, we're changing the name of that place. Sports Village. It's a bit of a long name, I think. We'll just go with... Is it Mapperley? Is it Mapperley? I've never visited there before, so I don't know, actually. And you know what I'm like. With all my special dyslexia and things, I have not got a clue. Right then, so that's that bit sorted out. Then we're just going to chomp this down. Okay, we're actually just going to remove it for now. Delete. We're deleting the tracks and the stations. We're only going to go out 2 stations. So this one and this one, we're going to get rid of this one. Now we might extend out this way in future. Delete. And we get rid of that bit of track. There we go. Yeah, we might extend out in this way in the future and cover this part of the city, but if we do that, we'll put another station on the main line to do it. So we've got ourselves the northern part, and we don't need this, and we're going to get the track rearranged so it comes out here. So we're going to come out of this bit, come up north, and then cross the line, across the river here. So I think I did that too close. So move tool, bring that down, there we go, and then N for new line, and 3 for trams. There we go. And then just 3 for trams. So what we'll do is we'll delete this line altogether that comes up to play area. So M to select the line. I want to select the line without selecting the station, which seems to be a bit of a problem. I think I need to do like the node in the middle here. Yep, there we go. And this is going to be a bit weird, but let's just get rid of the tracks with these trains on it. I'm sure the trains will figure out what they're going to do somehow. Not got a clue actually what's going to happen there. We don't need this junction anymore. That's all ridiculous and useless. There we go. This is a bit kinky. It's a bit wonky because of the way that we came over the water and allowed the junction to be in place. But I don't mind. No, I don't mind. It's fine. So then we're going to come up from here. And we're going to have a little bit more of a direct line than that because we can afford a tighter junction. There we go. So that is the top side done. Now the question is, where are we going to put the platforms in the bottom side? Clifton, it has to be one of them, doesn't it? We got 3,500 there. So I think what we'll do is just put it right on the edge there. So we'll adjust that in a second. And then I think, like, round here is a good one. Yeah, look at that. That's a good one. That is way too long, though. So let's just do a little bit shorter. So that's kind of one half, and then that can come into Nottingham, round and back out. We're going to have problems with the waterways, but never mind. And then I think Gamston. Yeah, that's quite good. We could probably afford to come in a little bit on Gamston, yeah. And then just in the middle here, between the two. Yes. Yes, that's good. Okay. So the angle on those stations are all right. We just need to make sure that the lengths are okay. So this one's 177. Let's get it down. Just move it until the length of the... oh, that's a bit too small. Perfect. And bring this one down. Now we're hitting a bit of water there, but that's okay. And there. So it might be a good idea just to move this the other side of that water, just so that we're not going to have a problem. There we go. Still got good catchment. And this one, again, we're over water, but that's again not a problem because we need to make it smaller. It's too big a station. Costs more money, I think, a bigger station, so why would you want a bigger station? And then this one is just slightly encroaching on the catchment areas of the other two, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me that much. We're going to put this one right in the middle of whatever park this is. Brigford? Yes, it looks like Brigford. Brigford Park. We're going to put a tram station right in the middle of the park. Because, you know, what would be better? Nothing. That's the right answer. Nothing would be better. Okay, so should be able to just link those ones up. This one's going to be difficult. I'm going to leave that one till last. These two... ooh, we've got some water right there. Can and I can't bridge over it with a normal... yeah, we're going to have to just manually do that one. That's one of the things that gets you, isn't it? The water. Right, one... let's move that bit back a little. And then 3, N3, here we go. I wish that the... oh, no. Whatever I did there, it was wrong. There we go. I wish that the key combinations were closer together. So these ones at the top here, these are the different tools that you can have. So you've got M for move, N for new, B for branch, T for platforms, and then P for depot, which are kind of a little bit all over on the right hand side of the keyboard. But then these ones down here, like the actual track keys, are 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the shortcut keys for these across the top here are the F keys. So everything's in the top left of the keyboard apart from these. I really do think it would be nice to just bring those other ones. I mean, I know zoom in and zoom out is Q and E, so I don't know, maybe Z, X, CV. I know it doesn't make as much sense, but at least it would be all within the hand distance, you know? Anyway, let's crack on over this. I think that might have been the other thing that I wanted, the shortcut keys refining. And then we should be able to just connect this one up. Connect it to the right end of the station and we'll be fine. Now, for this one, we want to come in here, and we can get out of there and bring ourselves down without too much of a problem. The problem is, well, the only problem we've got is this massive expanse of water. This is a big river. What river is this? Hey? This is huge. Compared to, what is it? Is it labelled? Is that the Trent? Comes up here. Goes into Newark-on-Trent. I think that's the Trent. It's massive. And, yeah, we'll now connect up. We can't. We've got a bit of waterways here we've got to be careful with. Oh, and there. It's alright, we'll just go around it. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Right, so then we've just got this one to do. And this one is going to be difficult because we're going to hit this and that. And I don't think there's a way to get around either of them unless I can get across that little bit. No. Gonna have to aqueduct it, or whatever it's called, viaduct. Well, there's one, and then Here's the other. Oh, I did it too close again. Move that back. Work on this bit, please. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this is quite a long piece. And then connect up to the station. Yeah, did it! Okay, so the Nottingham new tram network has been done. It cost us 27 million. Bam! Build. And we can get our new lines in. So we've got the Not North. We just need to redo the stations on that. And rather than mess around with it, I'm just going to delete them all. It's easier. It's easier. So we're going to go from MacLeod or whatever it is, through play area, and then through whatever that is, Nottingham. I forgot I put an extra set of platforms on that one just to try and make things better for them. And then back through Nottingham, back through play area, and that's Nottingham Tram North sorted out. And then the trams that are already on that, we'll do that fine. We do need to do the new intervals here, so we'll set a 5-minute interval on there, and we'll estimate the times with a tram speed of 40. And then the west line we'll delete because it's just completely in the wrong place, and we'll put a brand new line which is going to be the new Not Tram Southern line, which is actually a lot longer than the Northern line, I think. Pretty sure. We'll find out in a minute when I finish doing it. Make sure we get... This is wrong. Ah, I've done something wrong. Let's just delete them all. What did I do wrong there? I think I must have just clicked the wrong arrow at one of those platforms, and it's like that one there. That's the wrong one. I just did it again. It's a bit close to each other. You have to kind of zoom out to move and then zoom in to make sure you've got the right platform. There we go. There we go. And yay, this time it's the right one. We've got a full loop round. So estimate travel times. Set the minimum stops already. Interval, there we go, at 5 minutes. We haven't put a price on this, so we'll do 1 and 1 for the prices. And we'll do the same for the Nottingham Tram North. We'll change the prices back to 1. And Lincoln Tram's actually free. We don't want that. I just realised we never put a price on that. Who noticed that I'd missed the pricing for the Lincoln Tram line? Put a comment down below if you did. So here we go, and the last bit we're going to do here is the Not Tram South. There we go. So if we look at the trains on Not Tram North, we have 5 trams currently working. I don't know why they've got that weird colour. We're going to purchase new trams. We're going to have 5 new trams. Oh no, actually, let's just have a look at the line lengths. So Not Tram North is 25 kilometres. Not Tram South is 30. So it makes sense to have a couple more trams. So instead of 5, we're going to have 7. I don't know if my brain can cope with those weird, odd numbers. We've got City Tram, full length. It's the right one. And we can purchase them. And we just say all lines that have an issue. There's all of our trains. Again, I could have done one and cloned it. So we're going Not Tram South, Not Tram South, Not Tram South. And there we go. Everything should be fantastic. Now, I don't know how much we've spent this episode on redoing this network and then sorting out and adding the Lincoln network. But overall, I'm quite happy with this. This is now feeling like what I want it to be with my current level of knowledge in this game. And with the plans that we've made so far, I'm happy that we've got 3 big cities with 3 nice tram networks. We've got a mini tram network in Lincoln and a couple of other stops along the way. And like I said, I'm really quite happy with that. So let's have a look and see how much we've spent. Just check those trams, no, those trains are actually okay. They are. So what did we spend this episode on stuff? So it's all been within Friday. We spent 14 million on tracks, 20 million on stations. That's a total of 34 million on construction. We spent 154 million on new trains, but we sold all the old ones for 100 million. So we've only really spent 54 million on trains. Our running costs are coming up to about 1 million, and we've got around 13 million in fares. So over the course of just Friday, even though we've added a new tram network, redone the Nottingham tram network, bought a load of trams, we're only actually 60 million down on today. But if we look at this week, we're still 38 million up. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Well, there we go. I'm going to leave it there for now. Hope you're enjoying the continuation of this series. We're going to expand out, do different things, put all your thoughts and ideas about the different things we could do. I'm going to continue expanding this line, and then maybe we'll add a second main line somewhere. But for now, that's all from me. Take care. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.